welcome to another episode of Speedy Film Watchers. A la carte here to introduce today's movie.
Well, The Thing, 1982, James Cameron.
James Cameron, what?
Was it?
No.
It's John Carpenter.
I got the wrong one. John Carpenter. I
James
mixed
Cameron
those
would
two
never
guys
do
up.
something like this.
So I mixed those two guys up because they
I
both
do
start
too
with
sometimes.
J, and they're both pretty epic. So my
They
mistake.
have very similar directorial styles as well.
Yeah, only James Cameron. Has James Cameron ever done a horror movie? I don't think so.
Yeah, Aliens.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. See, that's why I'm confused. But yeah, great alien movie.
Very Lovecraftian.
Yeah, very Lovecraftian. That's a good point. And I don't know. It's good.
I love how the tension just keeps building throughout the movie. Like, you don't know who's fucking infected.
Yeah, that's
amazing.
Always a surprise, to be sure.
I mean, I was confused half the time.
In the grotesque alien-like forms, they're just genius. Practical effects.
How the hell did they do that? I need to see if there's behind the scenes about how they did that.
Most of it was like was basically just a backdrop. Like there's some scenes where the characters were just looking like directly at some backdrop, and it looked kind of really fake.
Yeah,
I love the single location, like how everything's just like in that one building, kind of.
It's very primitive, as Nathan's trying to allude to. Like, how they kept switching frames, like shots. They keep switching shots between when they're transforming and things, so they could just have different shots taken with the actor or whatever wearing that piece of makeup. Or
it probably saved time and effort.
Stages, especially on the bench scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite transformation scene has to be when the doctor gets his arms bitten off, and then and then the fucking creature with the spider legs.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't like spiders, so that was pretty hard for me.
No one likes spiders.
Yeah, there's a theme in Lovecraft that's kind of present in a lot of his stories. The characters make the situation worse, and that's what happens in this movie.
Yeah.
I kind of
like the characters just make it even worse for themselves.
They make a lot of bad decisions, right? They don't keep an eye on each other. But I think at the start they're not really,
they're not really aware. But
they're not really aware. Yeah. Now, do you think this caught my eye actually? After thinking about it, how the scientist guy who was running the simulations of how long it would take for the whole Earth to be infested, he ended up being infested. So you think that was like the alien itself, just like
he was researching, or it was researching how to kill the world.
Yeah, the alien itself, not the scientist, but him being transformed, was researching how long it would take for the whole Earth to be infested.
And that kind of plays with the Apocalypse trilogy that John Carpenter was kind of going for, how each story is about the end of the world kind of thing.
Oh, you did mention that last week, yeah. Oh, wow. Right, yeah.
Well, also, the final scene, too, you don't know if Childs is alive or the Thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't see his breath.
Well, you can, actually. I watched a video on that, Brandon.
Debunk.
It's the old movies, you can barely see it. You can't really. I didn't notice it, but if you watch like one of the newer Blu-rays, you can see the breath coming out. You can see it coming out.
I think the Thing can simulate breath, though. I think
they're both human, to be honest, because there's just no reason for them to. Because the Thing basically took a lot of unnecessary actions to to kill people. I thought, like when the Thing was just the dog, right? There was no reason for the Thing to kind of show its face. I thought.
It was hiding like prey, or like a predator does.
Yeah, and then it just started attacking, and I thought, well.
I also noticed the movie Annihilation kind of borrowed some concepts from The Thing, 1982. Like some of the creature designs and.
I've never seen that movie either.
We talked about it in the previous episode.
Oh,
Also, Annihilation is a cosmic horror movie, just like The Things. That kind of makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
what do you have to say, Peter? You haven't said a thing.
I
about the
know.
thing.
Everyone just went crazy, which is good. Yeah, it's a fun monster movie. That's all I gotta say.
Definitely John Carpenter's strongest film, I feel.
It's,
Really strong film.
Personally, I believe that the child's is the thing at the end. Not because of the breath, but I just get that feeling, especially with what's his
How calm
name,
he is in the
McGrider.
situation.
McGrider just laughing it off, like I don't know. I think he kind of knew.
I love how the ending kind of makes it feel like the world's kind of fucked anyway.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
Well, you have to make your own interpretation, right? The end is just so like it just ends.
Yeah.
Right. They
So
don't show like a crew recovering them, etc. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the assumption is like they get rescued in the spring, right? So like
the thing could just hide in that guy's body until help arrives.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the movie takes place over 3 days. It's right at the start of winter. So, I mean, and how long does winter last in Antarctica? I'm sure it lasts like 8 fucking months, probably. So yeah, it's going to be a while before they get to him. But eventually, because of where the base, it's a U.S. base, they're going to look. They're going to see there's no interaction with that base. They're going to go looking for him. So
I also love how the UFO isn't really explained or shown too much. That kind of adds to the Lovecraftian theme of show or don't show too much.
Yeah, they don't need exposition on that. I'd keep them as
Oh, that's why the prequel sucks.
Oh my god, they actually explain in the prequel. Oh no.
Fuck the prequel, man.
Yeah, it's really bad.
So Peter, you're picking the next movie, I'm guessing?
Yep. My next movie is going to be the movie Mommy.
Fucking Mommy.
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 Make sure you link it in the Discord because I'm not going to be sure which one it is.
It could be like a million films named Mommy.
I've never even heard of any movie like that.
This one.
There it is. No hay nada como el amor de una madre. Uh-oh. That's not good, Peter.
What?
What are you making us watch?
An awesome movie.
Making us watch. I thought this was like the Egyptian one, but this is
gonna make us watch an incest movie.
What?
Uh-oh.
Ew!
I mean,
what
it
the
is
fuck is wrong with you people?
Peter. Peter. That's
what? Why are you saying this fucked up shit?
That's what that sounds like to me. I mean, listen, look, see, it says right there. It says right there.
What is wrong with you people?
There's nothing like the love of a mother. I don't know.
Well,
The
too
guy's
much love, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, look at that guy. He's like kissing his hand over her mouth. Like what? That doesn't look good, Peter.
I was expecting the cringy one, but at least it was good with oh shit, what's his name? Brendan, I think it's. Damn it, I forgot his name. Holy shit, I'm bad. But it's like the iconic. It's what you think of when you hear the moment. Brendan Fraser, that's it.
Oh.
Brendan Fraser.
And you like, yeah, you think of the 1999 like film with Brendan Fraser. You don't
the actual Good Mummy.
Yeah, the actual Good Mummy, not
like
the
Mummy.
Not Mommy.
Oh, I watched that like a week ago. That was a wacky movie.
Mom.
Right.
The movie is so 90s it hurts.
Yeah, it is very 90s, but it's good.
Hopefully this continues the streak of good movies being picked.
Oh, it will. Don't worry.
Oh no, it was made in the What?
We only need that streak to be broken by Brandon the week
Yeah,
after.
you know it's gonna be broken by me, so don't worry about it.
Another Korean horror movie.
The next, I have a pick in mind that's really bad but really epic.
Like the good kind of bad.
Trash by many.
I think next time I might pick Snow something, whatever that movie's called.
Snowpiercer?
No, the one with the Australian guys killing pedophiles. So
I have no idea what that is.
What
Anyway, watch Mommy for next week.
Mommy!
Oh boy.
Snowtown, that's what it's called. There you go.
Love the theory that Snowpiercer's a sequel to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
What?
That's a really good fucking film theory.
That's interesting.
That is a very deep film theory.
Snowpiercer is great. Anyway, now we're kind of meandering.
There's actually a part of the theory is that one of the characters in Snowpiercer is actually Charlie. Like all grown up and shit.
Wow.
And we should probably end this episode because we're just talking about random nonsense.
Yes.
Alright, thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week when we talk about Mommy.